He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gamecocks offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Rides to the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to get the edge on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he's still on his feet, but finally out of bounds after a terrific run. Big play in the running game for this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hunt. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He'll take it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Now on second and goal. Trying to run it in. And will cruise into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Coleman.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today.
Ball is free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and
Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. It's a draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll run it from the gun. And the Gamecocks will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
You know, runs like this, oftentimes you're like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Looking for room. It's Sanders. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Brown. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback going for it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. And a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Grabbed behind the line. It's Simon. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working that left side now. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got the quick pass. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Makes the grab. It's Blackwell. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Hampton. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Right down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. This time he's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Got it on the outside. It's Hampton.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Handoff to the lone back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? Trying to seal the edge on the right. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hampton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by the whole defense, but how about the little bitty defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for space. It's Hampton. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical at the point of attack.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Blackwell. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, North Carolina. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes a catch. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Got it set up on the outside. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Back to the air one more time. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Jones. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Going up top on 1st down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.